My roommate is talking in the background, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. There's nothing I can do about it, and you're just gonna have to live. Okay.
I cannot hear it, just so you know.
Okay. Awesome. Possum.
Yeah, Paul's just kind of does that with a lot of his abilities.
Is it worth doing a ping right now? Or should we just go?
The stage starting actually did
does
add
it?
to everyone.
Does
yeah,
it really?
it gave me the opportunity to do it or to not do it, and I said, yeah, at everyone.
Oh, news to me. Okay. Awesome. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Offline Coaching by offlinelotus. That's not what I meant to screen share. I just fully zoned out and clicked the wrong thing. Awesome. Okay. This is me. Starting off a little bit about myself. I stream ranked mainly. I don't play RSG because it makes me sad. And I have an RSG PB of like 11-10, I think. But I play ranked a lot more. I'm a cybersecurity major, and I have a 1.8 I have a background in 1.8 PvP, specifically Bridge and Bed Wars, which is why my mechanics are so gross. If you've ever seen me play, it's because I spent 5 years straight right-clicking in 1.8. I like music, and I like snow leopards, and I also play Geometry Dash. Well, I used to. I still like the game. About myself as a runner, I'm very good. I'm comfortable with strongholds. I never lose time in fortresses somehow. I don't really know what makes me good at them. I'm good at ocean overworlds because they're just like mostly straight mechanics, and you have to know to look for like 2 things. I'm good at search crafting because I put a lot of time into it. I'm good at Zero, again, because I put a lot of time into it, and I'm good at just mechanic stuff. Okay, coaching time. I'm going to give you guys a minute to just like Google this slide because I spent probably longer on it than I did on the rest of the presentation. I think it's beautiful. And shout out women. Boba is worth my eyes. Wait, Ruby can't hear anything? Are we good? Is it okay? I'm gonna pretend like it doesn't matter because I hate Ruby specifically. Can everyone else hear? No one can hear. Oh my god. Some people can? What? Yo.
Hold on, what is going on? That's so weird.
This seems like a Discord problem and not a me problem, I would like to imagine. Mobile stages are odd. Okay.
Oh, I bet it's the mobile thing. If you guys want, I am also streaming on my Twitch. And I can hear Lucy. So feel free to do a very roundabout, messed up way of watching.
It's okay.
Always just be trying to do something that
And just have it open as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Lucy. I will.
No. I appreciate you trying to help. This is frustrating. Okay. I'm gonna move on. Okay. Actual information time. Overworld routing. This is very important because, okay, I'll say a lot of this stuff from the perspective of, like, we'll say, like, Emerald and below. Although low diamond is, like, also probably a good target range for this. It's just, like, I watch a lot, because, like, I made friends in the Bed Wars community who are also getting into MCSR, and they're all, like, Emerald, and I watch them, and they all have just the most disgusting lines on, like, villages, because they backtrack all the time, and you pretty much never want to go back to something, right? Like, you never want to get the blacksmith and then get a tree or something and then go back to the blacksmith. Like, you just want to stay at the thing. It's just like want to keep your line clean, the only time you should be backtracking is if you spawn like next to a lava pool and then you go back to your spawn at the end of your line.
Just run top. That's okay.
And I'll show examples of like a good line
Kind of comes in the map.
as well. Try to look for the things you need before you get to them.
You can also
So
keep
like,
your base, but, like,
and
it's really not
a lot of this is just gonna be like a village seed because village seeds are the most heavy on decision making. And like looking for things. So like when I go into a village, I want to look for hay bales. I want to look for houses with beds, houses that I know have beds.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're still
I want to look for any chest houses that might allow me to skip getting hay bales. Also, so like hotels, double door houses,
okay.
things like that. F5 a lot. If you guys know who Pavkin is, he is one of the best overworld players in the game, and he sits in F5 for a lot of his overworlds, just because you need as much information as possible about the seed to try to craft a good line. And that goes hand in hand with eyeball usage. You need to be looking for everything. You should always be overlapping getting information. So, for example, some people just like sit on the top of the temple in F5 for like ever, which is just not a good idea. Like, you should be, even if you're just like running to a tree or something, that's overlapped with getting information. And for land, I put F5 as much as possible here twice, because like this is advice specifically for land overworlds. You want to be in F5 as much as possible. Like it is so important. If you don't see a lava pool, you should toggle hard, even on temple seeds, because if the lava pool is in a savanna, or if it's in a forest, or if it's near any tree or grass, if you toggle hard, it's more likely to burn, which makes it far easier to see lava pools. And it's also good information because if you are on hard, say you're in a temple seed, it's half savanna, half desert, and you toggle hard and you don't see fire anywhere, then the lava pool has to be in the desert where there's just nothing that can burn. This is something that a lot of players struggle with, which is deciding whether to force gravel or go for woodlight. If your gravel is over 20 seconds away, so if it's like a serious time sink to go to the gravel, just don't go. Woodlight is around 30 seconds on average, and if you do the good setup, it could definitely be less than that. I feel like my woodlights, as like not counting the outliers, I feel as though my woodlights are like 15 to 20 seconds. Like, I don't know, maybe I just do like a really good setup, but it really just is good. Like, it's good to do woodlight if your gravel is really far. Like, if it's not like on your line, you should probably be woodlighting. And when you're woodlighting, get food or wood, because a lot of times if you do like temple seed, you get like 1 or 2 trees. You start your woodlight with like 27 planks, and then you use what, like 6, so you have 21, and which is honestly fine for a temple seed, because temple seeds you don't need to craft blaze beds, so you automatically just need less wood, depending on how comfortable you are with things like 1 cycle or 0. But you can always be doing something instead of just sitting like a bug under a rock. And let me go over the woodlights, like a good woodlight setup, just so that everyone knows what that is. OBS. Haha, hey. What's up? Let's just go to this scene. Okay. Let me hop in here. So, let me do just 1 deep. So obviously, this L shape is so important. Hey, stop that. It is really important that you do this, as if you just do the normal setup, you get obsidian in the front, which is really bad. So you always want to start. Oh Jesus! You always want to start off. As a matter of fact, You could go out 2, and then do the back like this, and then do something like this. So this way you're guaranteed. Hang on. Oh, it is on peaceful. I'm just stupid. You're just guaranteed to not have obsidian in the back either, because that can happen. So then from here, you do your portal. Immediately toggle hard. And then you want to have, oh Jesus, I fucked that up. Yo, chill. Give me a minute. That's a little embarrassing. Oh my god. Yo. Chill on me. The game is really difficult. Coach is a little washed, it's okay. I think if I mine that block, it doesn't break the map. And it shouldn't flood. Yeah. We did it. That's another thing, you want to like super make sure that you don't flood your lava pool. Again. And then you want to put your water far-ish away, just so that it doesn't obstruct the actual lava. And then, oh Jesus, it fucking lit. I'm gonna turn off fire tick. Do fire tick. False. Okay. And now, I will not get pissed off at the map. Okay. Place your water far away. And then you want to have something like this, where you have lava flowing in here. And you want to have it flow, you want to have the source blocks on these corners and have it flowing in here under this. And then you place the lava here and here, and then do 2 up here like this. And this setup lights very consistently, and you probably won't die. If a fire starts under you, just put it out. Like, I've seen a lot of people not want to put out fire when they're building their portal because it, like, is supposed to light faster, but, like, it's better to put out the fire underneath you than to lose all that health. And also, but once you're done with the setup, you should leave all the fire burning and just replace blocks when they burn. Don't forget to toggle hard. And occasionally you get unlucky, but especially with leaves, it is really, what the fuck? Yo. Especially with leaves, it is usually pretty speedy. Also, when that happens, you need to replace both of these blocks. Otherwise, it's going to flow in and kill you. It appears as though I'm getting a bit unlucky with the wood light. And that's okay. I wonder if it's because I made it on fire tick off. There it goes. But yeah, that's how to wood light properly. Be careful. And if you think that you can't manage that without killing yourself, just force flint. If you can't manage that without killing yourself, you're probably not at a level where forcing flint matters. Like, it probably won't lose you the seed. But yeah, that's good wood light. Back to the slides. And make sure you're overlapping that with wood or food. Okay, ocean seeds. These are my specialty. I'm good at these. So your iron source will always be pause. So if you are emerald and you spawn in, yeah, not many people know that. It's, if you spawn in and you don't have a spike, or you can't find the shipwreck, run pause. And once you have your iron, make sure you go to a 5 tall tree. Do not go to a 4 tall tree. Because if you do 4 tall tree, then you get 2 2 logs for crafting table sticks, and then you get another 2 logs, and you cannot make your boat and doors from that one tree, which is bad. You want to do... No, pause quadrant. How can you tell if 5 tall easily? It has 2 logs that are not covered by leaves. So like you can stand under it without mining into the thing. If you TNT find like multiple trees in a group, at that point it's good. It's fine for them to be 4 tall. Like if you have like 4 tall trees together that you can TNT, that's fine. Obviously 5 tall is preferable, but it's like fine. Look for a ravine before boating. This is, so many people lose to this. If you like just hop in a boat and go in a direction and don't find a ravine, that is immediately time loss. Like instead of just looking. I've lost so many enters to this, or not lost enters, but like I lose to my opponent on enter. Boating. Practice crafting and correct craft ordering, which I'll go over. Because so many people like that think crafting is hard just don't do it correctly. It's really not that bad. And then also do not, oh my god, please, for the life of me, I'm begging, do not pick up your crafting table after you craft your tools. Just leave it and then get another 3 logs and craft your boat and doors, and then you can pick it up. But oh my god, the amount of times I'll be backseating my emerald friends, they craft their tools, break their crafting table, and then have to place it again. Oh. It's stupid. Stop it. You don't need to pick up your crafting table unless you're leaving. And if you leave your crafting table, it's not that bad. Okay. Tools. Oh yeah, this map, I'll put a link to it in my slide, and then I'll link my slide. Everything that I use and everything that I show and everything that I talk about, I'm probably gonna have like a big references slide. So this world, any videos that I show or talk about, is all just gonna be in a references slide. Yeah, this is the map from the tool screen rant video that I made. I have an unreal amount of time in this map because this map is just mechanics practice to me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, crafting is really not that hard. First of all, do not grab your sticks and then do this. You should always have them, because they're always going to be in your hotbar, right? Like when you craft, you have your logs, you grab your wood, and then you do this, right? You get crafting table, 2 sticks, and then you leave and you have your planks. And you should always be hotkeying your sticks and then right-clicking them and bringing them up. And not right-clicking them into the middle and bringing them down, because you do this when you craft a sword, and then you hotkey. So for example, I get 2 diamonds here, I do my sticks, and then I do my sword, like that, which is the same way. I just hotkey it in, right-click it up, and then I do the rest of my sticks. And then from there, if I have 4 gold, or say it's like an RP seed, you have like, you have like 4 cobblestone, you can just right-click it and then drag it down, which is very easy. And then pickaxe, and then for bucket shears, you do 1, 2, and then just fully place the rest, which is good in a situation like this. I have 19 iron, so I'm gonna do my tools and then bucket. This is good if you have like extra iron, because what I used to do was I would do like if I had 6 iron, I would do this, which is worse because if you have more than exactly 6 iron, it is just harder. So 1, 2, and then just place the rest, and then double click. And then, whoa. And then from there, you want to just do boat and doors. So I do, so that's how I do this. I hotkey, right click it up, and then if I have 4, I do this. If it's just like all iron, for example, I do pick and shovel first, because there are so many times just by muscle memory I've accidentally crafted an axe and then not been able to make shears or something. So it is good to do this first, and then your axe, and then do bucket shears like that. And then this is kind of like a personal thing, but anything that I don't need that's still in my bar, so like my sword, pearls in the map, but like I don't really know, like maybe like you have an extra like gold ingot or like an extra diamond. I don't know how you'd have an extra diamond, you just make a pickaxe. Anyway, anything I don't need, I hotkey it into here and then shift click it, so then it goes into my inventory like that. And then I do boat and doors, and then I place it in and shift click it, and that way everything is in my hotbar. And then I pick up my crafting table, and then I can just I can do shears and then sort my hotbar when I am done with everything. So that's what I mean by like craft ordering, is just like things like just like the micro of like right clicking your sticks up instead of grabbing them and placing them in and then doing this and then doing that and then doing that. Instead you just do it all at once. Like that. Obviously I've practiced it a lot, but you can easily get just as good as me. Sorry, I feel like I'm glazing myself, but like you can get pretty good at it if you just practice. It's really not that difficult. Also, another random micro thing is if I have, is it better to craft iron tools last since you have to craft a bucket shears anyways? No, you always do tools first, because of the sticks. Like I guess you can do, because it's worse because you have sticks. And what do you mean like out of my tools? Oh, like, wait, I'm confused. What are you talking about? The only like, if you craft old gold shovel and iron pick. Oh. Yeah, you would do tools last if you're doing like multiple things. So like if I had, so for this, for example, if I had 12 iron, I would do, that's why you do sword first, is because it's a different mineral also. Well, actually you also do it because of the stick thing, but like, yeah, so like if I was doing this, I would do gold shovel and then do my other tools.
What that means is you have to press it.
Oh my god, help me. Oh my god. Yo, okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you would, if it's a different mineral, then you would do it first, and then you would do your iron last, so that way you're already holding it to do your shears bucket. Also, I commonly, if I'm doing something like an RP overworld, here, let me do, let me get, that's infested. So if I was doing something like this, right, where I say instead I have 10 iron, well, let me do sword first, and then I would do something like this, and then I mine down and I grab my 3 cobblestone. I would just open the crafting table and I would probably search craft. You can do X for this as well. I just do 8 because it's slightly better than X. But yeah, this is what I do if I'm specifically, I think this is like the only thing I search craft in the overworld is stone axe. If I have to get stone. But if I have to get 4 stone for if I have to get 4 stone and then I only get, say I only get 9 iron, I would do pickaxe. Oh yeah, I forgot to do sword. I would do the pickaxe and then I go and mine the stone and then I would do these together because I can overlap them together. But if I'm only crafting one thing, I would just do the search craft. Yeah, that's a lot of crafting micro, but it's good. Okay, what else do I have? Oh yeah, okay. So this is an old Guess the Elo thumbnail. If you guys have ever seen Guess the Elo, Natty's videos, I love this series so much. I DM'd him because this used to be the thumbnail to one of the videos and then he changed it. So I DM'd Natty for it, and looking at this, he was like, what the fuck was I on? Because in the pro line, you spawn here, and then you go to the blacksmith, and then you go to the lava pool, and then you go all the way over here for hay bales, and then to the well for water, and then back to the lava pool. It's so funny. But I like this. I like this graphic because it really illustrates what a good line is, like what the point of a good line is. Because the noob line, not only does it backtrack across itself, because you do this, rather than just going, maybe I'd even do hay bales first if I'm going, well actually no, because you need the bucket, so maybe I do this. This village just fucking sucks. But I would probably do blacksmith, hay bales, well, and then woodlight. The idea is good, but it is executed very poorly. But it backtracks across itself, and you're going to Narnia, presumably for gravel, I don't actually know. And then you're just going all the way back, which is just, like, bad. I don't know why he switched it. Woodlighting on village seeds is just, like, I don't know. I try to make the decision very quickly. Like, I look for gravel for, like, 2 seconds, and if I don't find it, I'm just like, well, I guess I'm woodlighting. So this is, I copied the thumbnail, but I actually did my own. In this village, I just loaded a random ranked village seed. You spawn here. This is what I mean by you want to backtrack at the end, because I spawn on gravel and I spawn on the lava pool. So, first I would run to the blacksmith, obviously. And then, since there's hay bales directly in front of the blacksmith, I would get the hay, and then I would get these 2 houses for beds. And then, this is where it splits. If you need to kill the golem, I would go do that, and then run. Or, if I'm done here and I don't need to kill the golem, you just immediately go back. Congrats, Ray. Trees, you would just get, you pretty much just take like a log or 2 out of every house on the way. Yeah. Or alternatively, if you make shears here, I would maybe just get the 1 tree. Maybe I would force this tree really hard. Oh, Jesus. Maybe I would force this tree and this tree, but this is a stretch. Like, really? 1 tree is like 40 leaves, which is actually a lot. But yeah, for blocks, you would probably just take like a log or 2. Not a log or 2. You would take like 3 or 4 out of every house on the way. And then gravel, and then enter. This one is a little different. So you spawn here. This is interesting. So these houses, these 2-story houses, are hotels. And they have 4 white beds and a food house, or a food chest. And you always loot the entire hotel. Every time. Not both of these. You don't need 8 white beds. But 4 white beds in a hotel from something like this. I got brutally punished for not looting a whole hotel one time, because the seed just had no string and my opponent got the whole hotel. I think I had like 3 beds and they double blaze bedded and ended up with 5. So it is like seriously, like you were never punished. The worst case scenario, you can just throw it out. You were never punished for looting the entire hotel, and you get food. So yeah, I would do this. I'm unsure about whether I would grab these hay bales. I circled them as like a talking point. I think it's okay, but since you have 2 hotels here, I don't know if I'd go to this one even for food, but maybe I would. Oh yeah, I did this because I forgot to take the screenshot in F1. Is it ever good to get food before blacksmith? As long as it's only blacksmith. Like, you want to get hay bales last, because if you... I've been punished so many times. There's actually a run. Let me pull it up. Hang on, actually, let me do this on my other monitor so that I don't, like, dox myself somehow. One of my friends, well, actually former friend, she blocked me on everything like 2 days ago, and I still don't know why. But that's a story for another day. She asked me to play the seed for her, which was a very good learning seed. It was like Desert Village, and it was very awkward, which is very good for learning. Okay, I found it. Okay, so this seed, I am brutally punished. Check this out. I also always get a good, I usually get 5 or 6 hay bales. Yeah. So I got 4 because I knew I was getting this chest in this house. Because these houses with like the clay tops have, not the clay corners, but the clay tops have chests. There's a blacksmith here. I just never noticed. I don't think I went to that. I don't even think I noticed. I've watched this run back so many times with so many friends, and I've never noticed that there's a blacksmith there. That's insane. But yeah, I grabbed 4 hay bales, checked this chest, and just immediately everything is invalidated. The time that I spent punching those hay bales is just wrong. And then it super doesn't end up mattering. It like double doesn't end up mattering anyway, because I think there's hay bales in front of... No, I lied. There's no hay bales here. But yeah, I mean, you never know how, like, you never know exactly how much food you need, and I think it is always better to err on the side of getting more food. But like, I always think it's better to play safer. Like, I think you should always play as safe as you possibly can. Just because it is so important to not die or put yourself in a bad situation. Okay. Oh wait, no, I wasn't done here because so okay, I wouldn't get these hay bales first because I'm checking the blacksmith chest, which can give you like 6 bread. So if I punch 5 hay bales and then I get this blacksmith chest and I get 6 or 9 bread from the blacksmith, then I just immediately, like, that's just like 2 or 3 less hay bales that I could have punched. Let me go VP. I actually made a hoe in one of my runs like yesterday. That was actually so embarrassing. But yeah, I probably wouldn't get hay bales first because I know I'm checking this hotel, because you would also, like, I would see this hotel first before, like, when I'm looking at the blacksmith, I would see the hotel behind it and then be like, okay, I shouldn't get food because I am checking this hotel, which could give me all the food that I need. The lines divulge here. So if you, this is for forcing flint versus not forcing flint, which are both valid on this seed, I think, given that the lava pool is here. If you don't force flint, then you probably just run this way and just get these hay bales. But I'm actually not sure about this because I don't know if you see these hay bales. So it's possible you just go here anyway, because this is one of those, like, shepherd houses. And I've never not seen these have hay bales. So I usually get food from it. Like, I would get food from this after checking the hotel, if I still need food. And then I would get gravel. Or maybe I would go to this anyway, and then just go straight to the lava pool for wood lighting. But honestly, if you're going here, you might as well just get flint anyway. But... Or alternatively, another thing I completely forgot to circle is farmland. Oh, we're back at the temple. Farmland is low-key slept on, because if you get, like, you can get, like, 8 carrots from this, and then just get 8 golden carrots in the bastion. And that's just, like, beautiful food for the seed. So, like... I don't know, farmland is really good. You don't always need to have your food right away, especially if you're good at not taking damage. I think you should force flint on this seed, but I think if you don't, it could work out for you. Okay. That's it for villages. Temple. This temple seed is honestly really linear. But it's a very good, a very good example of, like, doing things on the way. So, you spawn here. Sorry. You spawn here. You loot the temple, and then you get gravel here, and then you get trees. The trees are right next to water, so you have that. Yeah, this seed is actually really linear. I should have rolled a different one. But I'm going to run an overworld of every type just so that you guys can see my thought process and decision making. I circled chickens here because some people don't feel comfortable just playing off of flesh, and I think that's fine. Just don't force food too hard. You can always hunger reset. Worst case scenario, you can always craft an anchor in the nether, which obviously you don't want to do, but you can. I think maybe I would go for these chickens or these. I think these cows are way too far. Okay, RP. This is an interesting one. This RP was generational. I'm kind of sad that I instantly forfeited it because I checked this chest and it is gold pick, nope, iron pick with a loot or fire aspect sword. Not looting, but fire aspect. And fire aspect is really interesting because, you know, what that gives you is it gives you the option to go into this river and kill fish. Because fire aspect cooks fish underwater, which is so slept on. There's also chickens here, which I would honestly realistically go for in a run because I always forget that rivers exist. For actual routing, do not get stone. If it is iron pick and you have a gold block, get the gold block and make it a gold axe. You should not be getting stone if you have iron pick and a gold block. Sometimes you don't have iron pick, sometimes you don't have a gold block. But if you have both, you should be making gold axe. And then just getting the close trees and entering. Okay, someone asked for a checklist of all crafts. So for land seed, you make your axe, pick, and shovel. I've made these bullet points in like sections because these are the sections in which I actually craft my stuff. But if trees are far from the RP, I mean, you need trees. If you actually, that's a good question. If it's like you don't want to force the gold block crazy hard. If trees, if like the RP is here, and then oh fuck no, someone's talking about Valorant. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop that. Anyway, if maybe this is a plains and trees are here. Maybe you don't want to force the gold block, but if trees are here or like here and this is like I would still force the gold block if it's like less than, let's see, you probably gain like 5-10 seconds over, no, probably 10 to 15 stone axe over gold axe, or gold axe over stone axe. So I guess if it's more than 10 or 15 seconds away, then you don't go for it.
That's true. No,
But yeah,
So you might want to
I think that's probably a good routing. Okay. Possible situation that treeless enters a play. Just if you're on an island with no trees and there's another island with trees nearby, I would just enter treeless. But I actually did that once and got mega punished, so maybe you don't.
Yeah, only some of them.
Actually, if you have gold armor or a distraction, then you should and it's that situation that I mentioned, then you should do that. Because what I did was I entered. It was a treeless island with another island nearby, but not close enough. I entered, but I didn't have gold armor, and then I got shit on by piglins in the crimson. Like, I entered on a crimson, which was kind of lucky, but then I got shit on by piglins, which was just really bad, because I was also playing foodless, because I entered on a treeless island.
It's like it does damage. It basically just stuns them,
Okay.
and it also like.
So axe, pick, shovel, sword is a maybe. I never make sword on RP seeds, and I only make sword on village seeds if I have to kill a golem. But I do like pre-crafting sword on temple. I think you should always do it. And if you don't do sword on RP, then that's a you problem, and you need to hurry that up. And I'm going to show a great example of that later. And then, but yeah, I would do these like in this order basically. It's like I do my tools, and then I would get a little bit more wood, and then I would get my boat, and my bucket, and my bread if it's a village seed, and then you do flint and steel last because you just get flint wherever. And then ocean, you do all of these things together. I craft a sword if I have 15 iron, because sometimes you get 15 iron from shipwreck BT. And that is enough for axe, pick, shovel, shears, bucket, and an iron sword. And then I do boat and doors, and then I do FNS. Okay. I'm going to run it overworlds now, and you guys are going to get to see. So I recommend doing this. I recommend all of you do this. This is a way you can practice overworlds on your own. Make a private room. If you don't have stone pick, grab a friend, preferably one that's slightly better than you or at your same skill level, because then you can compare. Actually, it's just preferable you do this with someone else. Change category to enter nether. And then pick a seed type. I'm actually going to start with village. Let me unplug my mouse. Okay. And then if you're playing with someone else, set it to like 15 million completions. And make sure to compare whatever, like, if you're doing this with someone else, make sure that you talk about what you did in the overworld. Compare, like, whoever, like, won, or if you enter at the same time, then that's just, like, there's not much to talk about. But, like, if someone wins by, like, 30 seconds, you want to ask them what they did, like, what decisions they made in order to do that. But also don't play exclusively for nether enter. But, alright. So, this is a desert village. I would honestly, since it is pretty far from the spawn point, and I have a lot of bushes in the way, I'm going to punch bushes instead of getting trees. Because I also see a crafting table house right next to the blacksmith. So, I'm starting with 10 sticks, which is good. I'm going to get blacksmith first. I'm going to leave these boots because I want soul speed boots in the bastion. And then I'm going to immediately go into this crafting table house and grab my pick. Crafting table houses have these 3 buttons and have like this little like crown shape, or it's this with the corner, the clay corners. And then I'm going to grab my 5 stone because I need to kill golem. And I'm going to grab my hay bales here because I'm going back to my crafting table. I didn't need to get 5. That's a little many. So let's do that. I'm going to grab my crafting table. 1, 2, 3. Come here, big boy. Give me a kiss. And now while I'm doing this, I'm gonna look around for grapple a little bit. I don't see any. Oh, there's another blacksmith. That is my bad. Low key, I didn't have to kill Golem. That's on me. But now I get shears. So that's cool. Little embarrassing. I actually should have placed my crafting table closer to the tree. See, I don't need that in my hotbar. Savannah trees are kind of annoying for shears. I usually just build up a few and then do something like this. Okay. I have plenty of wood. I have leaves. I have all my tools. And now I do not have lava. I'm gonna toggle hard, which I should have honestly done earlier. I'm gonna look, here it is. Maybe I'll punch a couple extra bushes. And I'll live by it. Okay, and wait, yeah, I'm on hard. Okay. Oh, I'm skilled. But yeah, that is a decent desert village. They're really hard. 337 is kind of slow for me, but I was also talking the whole time. Let me do one more. And then I'll do every other type, and it won't take me as long because I'm way better at everything else than I am at desert village or at villages. I don't want another desert village. I would like a plains village. I humbly request a plains village. I feel like a single acacia tree is enough leaves sometimes versus cutting down 2 oak trees for the amount of time you're spending. It's like, yeah, because like a single acacia tree, you get a decent amount of leaves from, but you also spend, dude, fuck off. You also spend so much time just not, you spend so much time like getting the leaves themselves versus oak trees, which just take no time. No, I hate desert villages. They're just not enjoyable. And we're back. Yes, hold on. There is actually something I want to talk about in this village that I see. And that is actually not at all what I thought I saw, and now I'm sad. It's a specific type of house that is in desert villages. Nah, I swear to God, the filter is just worse. No, it's not a toolsmith. We all know what a toolsmith looks like. If I need to go over toolsmiths, then you have all failed. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Immediate blacksmith right here. Library versus 2-bed. 2 got it. That's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, cool. I don't need to kill Golem. And I get my... shears. So this is what I mean. I get my 3 cobble, and then I instantly start to craft that axe using 8 or X. I'm gonna craft my boat. And now I'm just missing food, which I see hay bales this way. And I would like some leaves. Let's see. Let's do this. I see a lava pool, and I saw a ravine or a river. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to grab leaves here, I can pick block. Actually, I should just do this. Getting on top of dark oak trees is just so good for getting leaves. Oh, Jesus. Unless you do that. Okay. I have more than enough wood. I have 45 leaves, which, like, isn't that much, but, you know, it's okay. And then I can just do this. And honestly, in this particular case, I will probably craft my food in the bastion since I crafted everything else and I don't really have a reason to place my crafting table. I can toss my shears since I'm not going to use them. And I can go grab my flint and steel. I saw a level pool this way. Am I on hard? I'm not. Hey, excuse me. Beautiful. Awesome. Housing. Is there a fort? Nope. Oh, there is. It's just very far. I really want to find that desert village house now. It's the only thing I'm going for right now. And if I don't, I'm gonna pretty much just reset until I get a desert village. There it is. Show me the house. 40 leaves is similar enough to gold pick 32. Yeah. And also, it's just, like, really easy to get, netherrack. Like, netherrack takes, like, no time at all to mine. There is every day... I see it. Okay. This house. So this house has 2 green beds and a food chest. It's really good. But it looks exactly like a library, and the way you can tell the difference is that the library has the cut sandstone corners, and this is smooth sandstone. And that's how I know. I'm a fucking genius. And I don't remember who told me that. Okay. Let's do RPs now. Everyone's favorite seed type. Is there a temple? This could be AA Overworld. No temple. I don't know about the potted cactus.
Yeah, I'm way better than them.
Okay, ruined orbital is a little weird, but it's pretty easy. I can only do so much. Okay. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at all of these. Dude, how many pigs? Okay. Silk touch pick. It's kind of interesting. There's a couple ways you could go about this. I would personally make a wood pick and then use that to get stone. But I need one more. Oh wait, I can actually just do 8 for this, I think. Yeah, because it's all pickaxes. Because it is a silk touch pickaxe. Or alternatively, I know some people that would make a wood axe in this scenario. Personally, I never craft my nuggets into ingots in the overworld unless I have enough for a pick. But just because it helps me count in the bastion, so like if I say I have 22, so if I get 5 nuggets from, like, if I get 5 nuggets from a chest, that gets me to 27. But I don't always realize if I craft them. So keeping it at 22 and then seeing that 27 is good. I usually get like 40-ish wood, which is like a little overkill, but sometimes it works out. Cool. And now I'm in. 154. Insta Fortress. No close bastion. Wow, this game sucks. I'm gonna do one more because they're very variated. But that it is very simple when you boil it down. Just don't get too much wood. And try page and should go block. Oh. Honestly, no, because I can't complete it. What do I have? Knockback 2. Wait, do I get pick? No. 54 on a bucket seed. 54 is pick bucket. But yeah, I usually see change bucket room portals if they're not directly completable, and I'll put a good video for that on my slide. Oh, where do I? It's here. What the fuck? Bucket RPs are just like, I don't know, they're not really teachable. You just kind of, okay. Yeah, give me the fire aspect sword with the Garrets. Okay. This is interesting.
Don't really get in range of a counter yet. Just kind of chill out here.
Let's see, let me think. So for this, I would probably make wood picks since I don't have an axe. I need to not forget the shovel that I have. But this is pretty much guaranteed a fast enter because I already have food. So now it's just a game of getting enough wood and being able to play the seed out. Terrain's a little rough, but it's okay. Oops. So let's see, again, getting 40-ish wood. And also when you're in the portal, you can mine netherrack like this, which is cool. Don't show me a bastion. Okay, that shit was a mile away. Okay, cool. RP seeds. Temple. I love temple seeds. I don't, actually. I really, I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I hated them for like 2 years, and then I got my first sub 8 on a temple seed, so now I just don't know. Interesting spawn. Okay, I see lava. And I see where I'm getting gravel. So I already have looked for that before even entering the temple.
Also, the menus with the flags here, I never mentioned that, I'm sorry.
Temple, another reason that pre-crafting a stone sword in... Oh, also I do high TNT because it breaks all the chests, guaranteed, which low TNT does not. And it also has a higher chance of exposing gravel. Oh wait, speaking of gravel, let's go do that. Just right here. And while that's happening, I like to clear my inventory. Cool. Not sure what I'm doing for water. I don't really want to have to run back, so I'm gonna run inwards a little bit to see if I can see a water pool. And I do not. So maybe on this seed it is actually better to do gravel last, since you have to run back to the water anyway, but honestly you're right there because of the temple. It's kind of a toss-up. Anyway, I usually pick like the tallest tree. I can't search craft.
Oh, I'm in farm. Don't worry about it.
I only got 6, which is fine. So now I can do this. I didn't do my sword, so I have to do that out of order like a moron. And I didn't make a bucket. Smart player. And since, let's see, I have 11 wood, so I can probably just grab 5 is honestly probably too much. And now I get to run for water. Is there a correlation between temple near ocean to mean gravel in the shaft for the temple? No. I don't think there's any correlation at all. I think it's just like raw chance. Cool. What? Okay, too much. I'm sorry. Wait, I'm not woodlighting. I don't need to toggle hard. Cool.
I think I'm joking.
Oh wow, good seed.
I actually couldn't tell you. This guy genuinely just like.
That one was pretty easy. I want a woodlight seed. A seed where you genuinely just go, huh?
There is.
Most fun DT nether. I don't mind them
If you're really worried about them, I actually.
because, like, obviously you have a ton of blocks. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. No gravel anywhere, but I see water.
So just take their
I'm not going to that RP. You can't make me.
Oh fuck.
Yippee. I would recommend also offhanding sand or any block and really just trying to get all the junk out of your inventory. Or out of your hotbar at least. Oh, Jesus. Okay. And there's really just no gravel, so I'm gonna run a little bit towards the water. Wait, okay. I still did that horrendously out of order, but it's like fine. And I need that in my bar. I'm gonna organize my hotbar as I run towards it, and notice how I'm starting my woodlight with 15 wood, because I'm going to get more as I'm waiting for that woodlight. Hey, excuse me. Oh. So now I'm gonna do my setup. I dig these craters so that the lava flows in. Actually, oh, it lit. Okay. It lit, but I still need wood. So I'm just gonna get a couple real quick. Awesome. Also, I toggle hard immediately, like as soon as I finish my portal, because yeah, no, that's what oh, maybe I should have played this one out. That's what I mean, like, if you do a good setup, you just get fast with lights. But yeah, I toggle hard immediately so that I can overlap the portal lighting with building my setup, which is good. Yeah, that's simple. So I did the land seed types. And now let's do shipwreck BT, which are basically the same. I've said that blowing up a single tree is better than blowing up more than one. Yeah. I usually just do one TNT. I get like 6 or 8 logs, and then I get
I already did.
like I just like mine like 2 more.
I'm interested.
Thanks. Let's see. Not sure if I go for the RP here. Oh yeah, pumpkin tech. I throw out 2 wheat to get myself to 18, which is multiple 3, and pumpkin. I go to a 5 tall tree, which I can sell because I'm standing under the leaves instead of having to break in. I have 12, which means I'm going to... It's 1 off of 13, which means... Oh, Jesus. I'm just going to make a wood shovel. And I'm going to leave my crafting table up in order to actually, wait, no, there's exposed stone here, which means I can make a stone shovel. Wait. Oh, I don't have a V key anymore. That's fine. I have not crafted a shovel since I changed my search crafting layout. I usually, if this tree was shorter, I wouldn't go for it, but since it's tall, I can keep my wood types the same, which is honestly just like a mental thing. It's not really that necessary. Where's the sheep? Where'd the fucking sheep go? Come here. You're getting naked, buddy. And maybe I'll... Okay. And now... It's time... Ravine. There's a ravine here, and I'm gonna go for it. Bang. This might not be fake, but I see that one there. Or this might not be real, but I see that one over there, which could be real in the event that this one is not, and I have not... Oh, I don't need this. Dude, I'm trying to talk, it's just not working. That's insane. That's an insane reason to fail a 2x1. That's just not a real reason to fail a 2x1. How not to get lied to by ravine? Just look for a chunky one. This one, I saw it, it looked pretty fat, so I went to it, and honestly, I kind of thought that it was fake when I saw this. Oh, this was the real.
We don't. Genuinely, we're just better.
Wait, let me look at that again. Okay, can I... Is it easy to see this? Kinda not really at all. If I'm... Yeah, it's kind of hard to see that one. For me, at least. Looking around, I see this kelp, and I do see a ravine under it, so maybe I would have gone to this, and I would have been rewarded. But I didn't see that kelp initially. Usually, if I look for kelp, I look to see if there's a ravine under it, which I can't see. Right there. But I saw this first, and it looked real enough. Is ocean RP a VP or bait? If I see nothing, do I want to like turn around and try a different direction? Yeah, but that's why you don't get in the boat, is because if I... So let's see, if I say I just finished my island, this actually makes sense because I sheared the sheep when it was over here. If I just hopped in here and started looking and didn't see anything, that would be so bad, and I would probably turn around and go back in a different direction. And I probably would have eventually found this, but that's infinitely slower than just beelining it directly, which is the goal. Now I have to know what's in this. The RP is bait, I think, just because it's way too far to go. It's too far to go to when you loot the ship, and it's too close to the island to loot when you go to the ravine. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, turning around in a boat is painful. Should I do 2 shipwreck? I feel like shipwreck and BT are kind of the same. I play on 50% entity data, or I play on 500% entity distance in overworlds. I would not recommend doing the same. I'm really good at finding BTs because it makes your spikes way smaller and really hard to notice. For BTs, like look at this. This is my spike. This is my BT spike versus this, which is just way more noticeable.
That's legitimately the fastest game I've ever played. No joke.
But I do this so that I don't have to change. I do this so that I don't have to.
End your life.
500% on standard settings is good, but like what a lot of people do is they do 50% for BTs. I'm in the trunk.
Plays Pocket and Mina. Frogs and Lemmings, 2 loves.
I'm sorry.
Only had 5
I'm so sorry.
You played a much better game.
How do I do this without?
It's okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Well.
Dude, I've been writing the higher Lemmings one for a long time.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. That is fucked up. I've never had that happen before.
Because we have more people.
Nah, I gotta keep going. I can't reach it. I can't reach it. No, it's so disappointing. Okay.
Don't play my priority.
Anyway,
You can help line.
the seed.
Yeah.
I'll drop the seed. I can't do slash. You can't do slash seed right now. It just doesn't let you. Yeah, I don't. Hang on. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do something right now. I'm tossing the diamond because I have 8 iron. I can just make the iron shovel and overlap it. So it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do my gold axe first, and then do my shovel, and then do this. And I don't have shears because I only got 8 iron. Okay, that was not bad crafting.
This is a character dog.
I make iron shovel and not gold. Just because if it's like gold shovel is just like so bad if the flint rate, like you just get so punished if the flint rates are bad. And if you can make an iron one, you just should. I got way too much wood. I do not need this much. Okay. And now, oh yeah, I forgot to raise my entity distance. I see kelp. I see a kelp with a ravine there and a fake looking ravine here. This ravine is fake, as the prophecy foretold. That is real and this is real.
It's really fun. Each character, the hero select menu has like a backstory on it. But it's fun to
Can I find a clean 2x1? Yes. Also, for those who haven't learned 2x1 yet and want to learn it, do not. Oh, I didn't put it on. Okay, well, is there a close bastion? I'll play it if it is. Nope.
I can't put it down to go.
Dude, give me the seed. Okay, give me a second. Just offhand bucket. Please, I beg you, just offhand bucket. Don't be like me. I'm not cool and I lose a minimum 1 tick every time.
Seven is so unbelievable.
It's a fun mechanical challenge. And you even do 2x1 very carefully. Is there a point to learning 2x1 before high gold? Absolutely not. it's really not that difficult, but it can be difficult if you want to like mechanically challenge yourself. Where photo practice? I have some time spent in this map, I'll tell you what. I was close. Okay. 2x1, 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 too deep.
That's just the new to the game
Yeah.
experience, so to be fair.
Want to learn what
There's
you...
all of it.
Yeah. Hold on. You can click fast enough for 2x1. You don't... So, okay, here, if you offhand bucket, you hold down left and right click, and then place the block back, which is probably the hardest part. Like, just this action, and like, aiming towards the thing correctly is hard, because you have to aim down, and then you have to aim up.
Me. Sorry. I'll switch back.
Actually, hang on, I made a mistake. I need to use you.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it all the way.
Oh. And then, but then from this point, you're pretty much just not punished for any mistake. Because there's just like nothing that you can do to fuck it up.
That's his old.
Yeah, also don't use leaves. With leaves is where you actually have to do some fucked shit. For, like if you do, there's two ways to do it with leaves. You can either do this one, where you grab and then place the leaf up here, and then that's fine. And I did that one for a while. Or you can do it. You use leaves on ocean seeds, but you can't use leaves for 2x1 because, like, you just... I know Muggy uses his crafting table. Like, straight up, he just places his crafting table here if he's using leaves. The other way to do it with leaves is LeBron, where you grab the lava, place the block, and then place the lava like this. Nope. So close. You... Hold on. You grab it, place it, and then place the block back like that.
You'll see it.
Sorry. It's really hard to translate things from muscle memory to speech.
Probably not that useful, I don't care.
But yeah, that's what LeBron looks like, is when you grab, place, and then place the leaf. Which is just like really difficult. LeBron is very difficult, but it's fun to like as like a mechanical challenge. Oh, that's not how you do that. Fuck, I tried to do double grab. I learned double grab a long time ago, but it's so difficult. Like, it just goes buckets for me. I think half of me not being good at ghost bucket or at the thing is just because I don't offhand, yeah. But yeah. Can I do one more slow step by step for LeBron or for just normal 2x1? Normal 2x1? Okay. Let me change my stuff around so that I do this. Nope. Do this. Oh, excuse me. And then change this to offhand. So, oh my god, I fucked up this setup. So you do that, and then you hold left and right click here to mine this block, and then immediately grab. You want to look at like the top middle. Nope, bottom middle. Sorry, this is all muscle memory for me, so it's like actually hard to explain. So you want to look at like the bottom middle, so that way you grab the lava that's directly under this block. Like this, and then you place the block back, and then place it, and then do the same thing again. Nope. Am I stupid? Door, you're right. Sorry, I haven't done this like the regular 2x1 variant in so long. Okay. So hold left and right click, do this, place it back, place the block back, do this, place it here, and then place the door, and then do the same thing again here, and then you're just holding left and right click, hold left and right click, and then drain. Like 7Y 8 pixel. If you can remember that, good on you. Oops. I'm used to hotkeying. Oh. Just do it off of vibes, yeah. I'm trying to think of like anything. Oh yeah, the like good ordering. Technically, if you're learning 2x1 in the big 26, you should learn it like this, where you place the first one up here, and do the second one here, and then do it like that. I think that's like the ordering is supposed to be better, because if you mess up, it's because if you mess up this flick, it just goes here. So like if I flick too fast and I try to place it here and I do that, then it's not a big deal. Oh, I held right click for too long. Another thing is if you I'm stupid. Hold on. Wait, let me change my thing back so that I like can do it again. Another thing, once you do your 2x1 to drain, you grab lava here, or you grab water here, and then place it here on the left side, or on the right side specifically. If you do left side drain, which a lot of people do, it's slower. But if you do this, it drains so much faster. Again, little side tangent. Let me do, is that all over, bros? Because I guess let me do another BT, because that one was interesting. Blaze Might just did high TNT. He gets it. Oh yeah, this looks fun. ITNT is not woke. Actually, it's so unwoke it kind of wraps around to being woke again. Okay, this time I got TNT, 13 iron. I know I'm not crafting shears because I have TNT, so I'm gonna craft a pressure plate because it costs the same amount of iron. I have 3 TNT like in a little triangle here, or 3 trees. Sorry, I keep misspeaking. And that gives me 12 logs perfectly. And now I can just do my crafts. And I'm out just like that. Now let's see. There's A ravine that's fake. There is B ravine, but that looks so skinny, I don't believe it. Let's check over here. There's a little bit of kelp there. Maybe that could be real, but I don't think so. No, I would have swam over it if it was real. There looks like there could be a big ravine there. However, I think I've been on this island for a while. What I would have done Since the BT was on this island, I think there might be a ravine behind it that I just can't see. So I'm gonna grab my flint. Oh, what the fuck? I just don't trust that. And it looks as though I am rewarded. I believe that this is real. I would like to think this is real. This is fake. I'm not rewarded. There's one really far that way. But I want to go back and look at the big one that I saw in this direction. It's more likely to be in the direction of the structure because it spawns in a radius. You're kind of right, but, oh, this was just not a ravine. I got baited. The fun part. I'm just gonna go back to what I know is real, which is just that really big one that I assumed wasn't intended because it's so far. Technically you're correct, but I've had a lot of situations where it just is not near the iron source. Bye, Dawn. I always just make sure to check. I'm assuming this is real. This has to be. Yeah. And since this RP is right over it, I'm gonna check it. Ah, let me up. Thank you. Looting. Fuck. Wait, actually that gold hoe is distraction. Truthfully, both me and my opponent would have seed changed that seed. No close bastion.
Dude, you're just taking us out of queue.
Stables. Double, triple.
Wait, it kicked me from the party.
Invisible fort. This way.
My game's tweaking.
My opponent would have had a premonition. Maybe, actually. I want to see. Okay. Did I miss something? That is fake. This is probably real. I can't imagine this isn't real. It's not really? The only 2x1 and or L shape is fake. And it's only 1 deep. So, where am I supposed to go? Maybe it is just genuinely... It just looks so far. Is it under the... Oh, you know what it probably is?
Wait. Cancel it. Cancel it.
I don't know.
Escape and hit cancel.
They lost me. I would have probably seen changed that in an actual ranked match. At least it looks cool. True. Okay. Let me see if I have anything else. Okay. Right. Bastions. I didn't make slides for this. Because they're hard to talk about. So, I'm going to start with what I think is the most important, and that is what you do after you get your pigs trading. Because anyone can learn a route, right? Anyone can cook. So if I just throw together a quick crack smoker, actually I'm going to turn off hoglins. I want to talk about things like search crafting. Oh, I'm down here now. Inventory management is very scary. So let me just do a crack smoker real quick. Ah! I'm getting hit more than I usually would. I promise you, it's not that scary. I didn't place that second block. Okay. So while these pigs are, while I'm doing auto funnel, I'm going to loot. Grab a crossbow, put some things in the chest that I don't want. Okay. I pre-split my string. And now here is the important thing. I split my soul sand, split my pearls, split my gravel. As soon as I get them. And then I will immediately check my trades and throw out a couple things I don't need. I have 24 string, so that means I can double craft my blaze bed. I have iron, which means I can craft my I can craft an iron axe and sword. And then I can do my beds. And now I have my crafts done. My piglins are done. I didn't get that much string. I held a gold block for gold picks. Since I don't have that much string, I'm going to throw it. And since I double split my gravel and I double split my soul sand, those slots are taken. And I pretty much don't have junk anymore. I got a little bit more string. But now I'm out. And so that's what I do, because I pretty much just throw out my overworld blocks. I don't know if you guys noticed. Like I have this, my glazed terracotta, which I love so much. Ow. What the fuck? That's never happened to me. Let me do DK actually, just because it's slightly easier to do while talking. Bastions, yeah, Bastions give so many blocks 99.9% of the time. Can you move? Thank you. See, I would also recommend doing this DK hole just because it is better. It is much better for pig pathing. Oh, excuse me. I get listen pigs. And let's see. Let me get this guy. Come on. Don't shoot me. Don't you fucking dare. Okay. Get in. Let's see. I can double split everything. I throw out my terracotta. Double split string. Let me grab all my pigs. And now I have enough string to craft blaze beds. Also throw out my flint and steel. So let me do my crafts. Whoa. I'm kind of new to this whole crafting thing. Okay. Again, not much string. No obsidian at all. So I throw that last gold block. I get nothing of importance. I'm gone. DK autofunnel is an overcook in my opinion, but a lot of runners say it's good, so just you figure it out. That's a you problem now. But yeah, basically the idea is you want to get as few materials as possible of the things that you need. So like, let me do like a treasure route. Basically, I just get what I need to do pre-crafts, and then I get like a little bit of soul sand, a little bit of gravel, just to preserve. Basically, it's like you're like, oh hey, you go that way. Oh my god. Go. Thank you. It's like you're like preserving those slots, right? You're like, not preserving, but reserving. Like you'd reserve parking. Like it's Balatro. Like those slots, this like when you double stack your like soul sand and gravel and pearls and string, you're pretty much just reserving those slots for those things. Treasure is a little different because your pigs are usually done by the time you get back. Bye-bye. I usually do some crafts here. So then usually I just throw like whatever gold block I picked up. So now I have... Actually, I don't do that. That's not what I do. I don't even pick up my trades there. I do this first. I loot this side. Oh yeah, I need to grab that crossbow. And then I will, I'll grab the backups, and then when I throw the backups, I pick up my trades. So for example, I do this, throw the backups, and while they're trading the backups, I will do my inventory management. I can throw that. I already have 2 stacks of gravel, so now I can do 0.1. Whoa, whoa, 4. Now my pigs are done, and I'm out. Sorry, my roommate was talking to me. But yeah, the bastions are basically like you're ordering once you want your ordering to be clean, and you want to feel comfortable doing everything, and you also don't want to be. The other thing is, like, if your pigs are done, just do not pre-craft. Like, I am very fast with my inventory and very fast at looting, and so I just give, like, a lot of times I can get away with pre-crafting on bastions like bridge and housing, but sometimes your pigs are just done by the time you're sorting your inventory, and by that point you just need to make sure you have everything you need and go. You don't need to craft a gold helmet. Gold helmet is smart on bridge, but on most other bastions, so like for example on stables, maybe I say this is 5 gold. Okay, maybe instead of using it as to craft a helmet, I just throw it. I can use it as distraction, and that gets me a chance at not losing trades. Would be good to show when to overlap. Oh, like Pyre? Pyre is interesting. So I usually do it. Let's do bridge, terrain, spawner, 12 chunks. Okay. So usually I will actually. So usually I will overlap Pyre with the thing. So like, look, I change my render. I have it while I'm mining the chalice. And then I just do my Pyre right now. Let's see, it is west. And now I'm going to do my routes. Is it single this side, or is it? It is triple this side. Hey, excuse me. Can you, excuse me. Thank you. So that's what I do for bridge, is I just Pyre first, and I overlap. Is that slower than doing it when pigs are trading? I guess, but like, you do it while doing the route? That's interesting. I just know to do it on the chalice, because the thing is, Aline, I would rather have my, let me think actually. It's not really that much slower, because the only thing that isn't overlapped is this movement specifically. And that's just like a half second. And you can also, that frees you to overlap things like search or like pre-crafting, which I guess is kind of secondary. Oh Jesus. The other thing is that I do it because I can, sometimes you get a different pirate if it's like diagonal from your opponent. And I actually know some people who have won based on doing it on here rather than doing it in like the rampart, which like I guess that can technically go both ways, but like I don't know. That's how I do it. And then it's not, I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's fine to do it on the bridge. I think doing it while you're doing the route is interesting, and I should honestly probably start doing that. But I need to ask Chloe about it, or if there's like a video, someone needs to send it to me. Well, not needs to, but like if there is a video on it, I would like it if someone can send it to me. Thank you. Housing though. Housing pirate is really important. Because when you do housing,
Just try and melee them, because they don't get the chance to if you just melee.
you want to do half pirate, because I didn't realize how much time I was losing on housing pirate until my friend showed me. Oh, excuse me. So let me throw together a housing route real quick. So ideally you want to start doing your chunk counting in here. It's in 2. Okay, new plan. New idea. I'm just gonna not do everything, and I'm just gonna instead do it from down here so I can just skip to the actual fucking route. So yeah, whoa. Is it in 2 again? No, they wouldn't do this with me. Yeah. Okay, so I have the correct distance on my pie. It's 8 chunks. I have chunk borders on. So now, as soon as I am done with my route, I'm gonna go check this back chunk border. It's east. And then if I don't get it from this, I would do it whichever way I'm leaving, which would usually probably end up out here, and then I do this way. But that half pirate is really good, and there's a similar one you can do on stables in the gap. You guys have probably seen this a bunch of times, where you do your chunk counting while you mine the gold. Don't do it again. Thank you. And then you go up here, and then you do this one up here, and then if you don't get it, you do it from this one right here, where you just do it like that. Which is really good. These half pirates are really good because they're just so much faster than actually forcing it through the whole bastion. Treasure pirate is, let's see, for Glowdar, you're on your own. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if I break spawner, I usually just do it on this bridge. Like, I usually do it on this. No one needs to learn Glowdar. It's just not a thing that you need to learn unless you're like Netherite. I think the only person in here that like quote unquote needs to learn Glowdar is like Aline. But I don't at that point it's just like personal preference. Like I don't really know if anyone... Aline, aren't you like netherite? Am I confusing you with someone else? You're like plastic 3. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Oh, you were netherite. Uh-huh. Yeah. So like, I don't know. Gloater is just so propaganda. Oh yeah, chunk counting. I should talk about that. It's like really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so bad at chunk counting. But the way it works is so if I do this, okay, so the chunk I'm in right now. Oh lord, let's go. New plan. Obsidian. You. Okay. Okay. So I have spawner in an amount of chunks. 14. Actually 17. Okay. So when I do my pyrite, I am right now in chunk 1, -1. You can see right here. Next to the chunk coordinates, 1, -1. So when I do my pyrite, I go this way, raise my render, it's diagonal, I'll go fuck myself. I'm just gonna go over here. I don't know negative pyrite tech, don't yell at me. Basically, okay, I'm in 3, -8. It is -Z, about 13 chunks. So I do 13 chunks -Z would put me at about, now this is the part that I get stuck on, -22 in the chunk. So yeah, okay. So you do that math in your head, and then if I'm looking for the fort and I get to about -22, then I know, if I don't see the fort, then I know I need to go in a direction. And then this is also good because if you're in the fort and you're not sure where to go, you kind of, maybe if I end up here, or if I end up over here, no spawner, I can see, oh, I'm in -25, I should head back to -22 and keep following this line somewhat. And now I'm confused. So where the spawner at? It's in -20. Anyone have an idea why that didn't work? Because usually, because like we all did the math. Oh, is it just diagonal bullshit? Okay. I counted the wrong thing. Okay, wait. Let's think about this. I was in -9. It was 13 chunks. So how was I 2 chunks off? Who knows? I like Paper's idea of it just being diagonal bullshit. But you get the idea. In closer forts, it makes a lot more sense and it helps a lot. Who can say?
Oh my god, I bopped off for a second.
But that is how you chunk count. In a nutshell. I don't know. Let me think of like good things to talk about. Fortresses. Fortresses are like my best things ever. Fortresses are really hard for new players because the ordering is just like so fucked up if you like don't really know what you're doing. So first of all, finding a spawner. I'm gonna throw myself at a random, where's the like beginning? Okay, here. So to find a spawner, I usually, chunk counting helps with this. Usually I like to preemptive for it. That being said, I mean, obviously I know there's a spawner here, but like I probably wouldn't trust this spike because you can get chest spikes from good part. So, but maybe I scan this direction. You don't have to change your settings, by the way. You're just looking for a small spike. I preempted this direction. I have nothing. So I would either go down farther this way, try to get anything. And then by this point, I would probably see it. But I usually just try to, get somewhere that would, like, if there's nothing, say I have nothing, there's a spawner over there. That's insane. Nah, this would piss me off. But like, see, I don't get a spike from it because I'm really far. So, and since I have no spike, I know that there's nothing in this whole radius. So I would probably try to, like, if I scan down there and I have nothing, I know that this fortress goes more this way. Maybe I would probably get trapped down here. Eventually I would realize, but this fort is super fucked up. But once I actually find a spawner is when the fun part starts. You want to deal with the first cycle as quickly as possible. Yo. Okay. I fucked that up. And then just get your blaze bed off as soon as you can. I would honestly, I have a bunch of strays there that I'm probably just not even gonna look at until I have like 5 rods and I'm desperate for a 6th. I do, for soul sand, like for the platform, I do 3 out in the back. And then I do 1 out on the sides. And I typically try to, in cases like this, I try to stand in the back and hit the blazes forward to avoid hitting them off. And also, always make sure you're putting out as much fire as possible to allow for more spawns. Soul fire does not affect spawns. I'm gonna run out of fire risk. How many rods do I have? I have 3. Always make sure you know how many rods you have. I have a highlights video on my channel where I accidentally get 11 with no looting. So now I have 4 and I have no blaze spawns. So I'm going to do my 2x2 crafts if I haven't already. And wet. I've never done that. And then I'm just gonna blind. And I'll get the cycle when I come back. By blinding early, you're overlapping the time that the nether is loaded with blinding. So because the dimension stays loaded for 15 seconds when you go through the portal. So right now, the nether will be loaded for 15 seconds. So that spawner is loaded for 15 seconds, which means I can get another spawn while I'm blinding, which is why it is so important to blind early over something like pre-crafting. I don't have Nimbot open. I do have Nimbot open, it's just not on my monitor. It's 147 blocks. Okay, portal break time. I'm just gonna do it with TNT because I don't feel like failing portal break in front of like 16 people. Did that work? It didn't work. Did I fuck that up? No, I didn't fuck it up. I just was impatient. Who are you? Okay. Oh my god, I accidentally left clicked. Yo, this is starting to get embarrassing. Oh, that's oomph. Okay. There we go. I just got impatient. That makes sense. Okay. And see, I have a bunch of blazes because it stayed loaded, and that is not very smart of me. I have 2 extra rods, and now cords are just going to be right. That honestly might be too far. And it is. 228, 82. Why did I dig into the ground for this? No, I'm a genius. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get a spike for the life of me because I had it loaded. Okay, maybe I just can't get a spike at all. Maybe that's mob spike? Maybe not. Let me double check if it is. Nope. If I have no spike right side, then it is likely down here. That's a library. And that's a portal room. Autopilot preemptive explaining fort where I'm sorry. I zoned in. Basically, fort is just a lot of commit to doing one specific thing instead of doing a bunch of things at once. So for example, like you should, oh, that was cool. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna do, oh yeah, placing these 3 blocks if you're doing sideways blaze bed is good because you don't get fire here, which is good. But basically you want to clear out as much as possible as early as possible. You clear out the fire, block out that shroom light. Can you get a job? Double check for any fire. Block off the shroom light because light affects spawners. And then if there's nothing left to do, I'm just going to blind. I usually, depending on my health, so if I have no food, I would rather leave the eye and just get a 7th rod than like use the health on purling up. Just kind of a micro tidbit that is probably worth mentioning. And now that I have no spawns, I can do my pre-crafts. Now that I've done my pre-crafts, I'm gonna try to take a peek around this terrain. Oh, to see what would be good for a pearl hang, maybe something like that. And now I'm just waiting for spawns. Oh, and I'm out. Oh, don't do this to me. Okay, new plan. We're just gonna do this. Because I did not feel like doing all that. Always remember to do your 2x2 crafts on a pearl that you know is going to hit terrain. And do not kill yourself on a blind pearl crafting like I did on my netherite game. Okay? And now we're here. 14,324. But what if you're really fast? I'm not in starter. Oh, I didn't change shit about fuck. Because I was focused on explaining terrain in 4 micro. We can pretend that's real. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good for forts. Just try to blind early and try to make sure that you are not prioritizing pre-crafting. Actually, hold on. I want to show what I do if I don't get to pre-craft. Like if the rates are really good. Yeah, something like this is perfect, honestly. Oh wait, there's just a spawner here. Oh, let me in. Let's see. Oh, also if I see both spawners, I'll definitely play them unless one of them is open and one of them is buried. In this case, both of them are buried, so it doesn't matter. Ah, stop that. Thank you. Stop. Ah. There we go. That rod totally didn't almost work. Okay, this is a good case. See, I'm getting really quick spawns. If this guy drops... Did he drop? He did. I just didn't get it. There's a mushroom in my way. Okay. So in this case, I am pretty much out. I need one more rod, and I would rather blind early than get my pre-crafts off. I should have done my 2x2s, but life is Roblox. There's a shipwreck. And now that spawner is currently being overlapped with my blind. What? Now I expect a pearl through my portal. Okay, I know I'm going this way, which is good because I know there's terrain back the way it came. And now I can do my... Yo. I can do my pre-crafts. They just went through the portal. Okay, that was the last rod. So I'm out. And I didn't get to do my pre-crafts. So what do I do then? It's about 1100 this way, so I'm gonna clear my inventory, get out anything that I don't need, just to make space for beds. And then on this pearl, I'm gonna get my crafting table into my bar, lower my render, and then craft. And now I'm on quartz, roughly. And a lobby in my bar. And or a shovel. And I lost sprint. I'm a bit of a chub. But yeah, that's what I would do if I just didn't get the chance to pre-craft. Is I would just immediately hang a pearl and do it off that because it takes me less than 15 seconds to pre-craft. And I would rather have that spawner overlap. This looks so fake. But it's the only thing I have. It's just down mid. Oh wait, I hear it. Fuck. Is it this somehow? No. How do I hear it? It just has to be like under me. Yeah, it's this. Okay. I think that's good for forts. Now, I guess I move on to strongholds, unless there's something that I missed that someone wants to ask me about. Strongholds are like low-end player enemies. And I yearn to make it not that way. Starting off, I'm just gonna review how to find a hidden, because some people just don't know. Excuse me. So when you can tell you have a hidden when you have this 3x3 indent in the wall. It will occur in places that a pathway can generate. I did that one block too far forward. So like this, if this was a flat wall and this had the indent, then this would be here. If this was a flat wall, or this was the indent and this was a flat wall, then it would be this. In this case, you have this 3x3 indent, so there's one down here. And you can kind of tell because there's a button here, but it's not always that way. Okay. Preemptive. Preemptive is scary, but this map is awesome. Meeby has a video on preemptive. Don't watch it. It's boring. Actually, you can watch it if you don't sleep through it. I love Meeby to death, but fuck me, that video is so... It's not slander. I love Meeby. I think he's highly intelligent. He's probably like the smartest person ever. I think he's great. But that being said, that video is not edited and has white noise of his fan in the background, and it makes me sleepy every time I watch it. But it does have this map in the description. So thank you, Meeby. This map shows every type of spawner that you can get, or like every type of spike. So there's silverfish with a chest behind it, which is chest and back. There's just the pure silverfish spawner, and then there is chest in front. There's a preemptive dock that's useful to read along the video. Respectfully, I'd rather grate my nuts on a cheese grater. Reading the dock was better? Okay, then I might do that. But this is how I learned. Just, I went on the map. This is also chest in front. So you have chest and back, pure, and chest in front. And you go to 150% into distance for the map specifically. 8 render, get on preemptive pie. And then this is a spike that you will get in a stronghold. So for me, this chest in front is 3816. It wiggles a little bit, but that's what it is for the most part. And on my pure spike looks like this. It's 1233. Except there's no other spike that looks like that. So when I see that spike, I just know that's a pure spike. And then this is the chest in front, or chest in back, which is just like half and half, also known as big orange. And then it is also good to just understand what a regular chest spike looks like. This is what mine looks like. It's like 38-ish. It's going to be different for everyone. But like when I see this spike, I know that this isn't... Why is that big orange when there's bigger orange? Well, you know. But yeah, this is like, when I see this, I know this isn't a real spike. This is a chest spike. What a lot of players do is they see this chest spike and they think, well, that looks like a lot of orange, so that might be a good spike. It's just not. It's just a chest, and it's unbelievably common. This is cave spider. It's very important to know the difference between cave spider and chest in front, I think. Because these two are extremely similar for me. And I think for a lot of people they're extremely similar. Look, this is 3815, and this is 3820 or 3620. And they look functionally the same. If I'm looking at them, I know that these look functionally identical. It's like a 4% difference. So that's why I remember my numbers. It's pretty rare for you to get just a pure cave spider spawner. If I put a chest in front of it, it changes completely. But this is also kind of similar to a spike that I have. So it's just, you just got to be careful. But I would highly recommend getting this map and learning your spikes. It'll be in the slideshow. Zombie spawners, true. For the RSG players out there, because this is no longer an issue in ranked, zombie spawners give the exact same spike as a silverfish spawner. So this is my chest in front. And this is my chest and back. Never mind, chest and back is the same for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Who can say? But yeah.
Can I get some help?
Blazeman just lost a game to a zombie spawner. That is rough. Yeah, preemptive is very hardware dependent. If you have AMD GPUs, your spikes are gonna look completely different from mine. I'm not saying, that's why I'm not saying this is what a chest and back spike looks like. I'm saying this is what my chest and back spike looks like. Even if you have an NVIDIA GPU, it still might look different. So it's just good to pay attention. Learn your spikes correctly. But yeah, zombie spawners aren't a problem in ranked anymore, thank God. And for Nav itself, the stronghold itself. So what I do is I try to get a spike that I recognize. I don't quite have it here, and part of this is because I have a mob on my E counter. I even have 2 mobs. This is a pure spike, actually, so I would send this. But if, like, I probably have the pure spike off this, but I have 2 entities. And so for that, if you have tool screen, you want a preemptive keybind. For me, it's my middle click. So I middle click. It's basically the same as iZoom, but it doesn't change my sensitivity. So for iZoom, this is me wiggling my mouse, and for preemptive, this is me wiggling my mouse. So if I have a mob like that, which just mysteriously disappeared for me, but for this, say I have 4 mobs, I can zoom in and see that that's just a chest spike, versus this, which could have been a spawner spike. I don't know if OS difference is a thing. But yeah, I see this. If you don't have a spike, I would recommend looking, like, crossing this chunk border, because that can sometimes be a difference maker. Crossing as many chunk borders as you can is a great way to remedy not having a spike. Since this is in the back, I want to look for ways that might take me behind starter. This looks like it goes that way. If this went forward, what I would probably do is I would go down mid and look for a way to go, like, left and then back. But this will take me to the portal room, like so. That was almost cool. Let me do another one. So for this one, let's see. Give me something fucked up to talk about. What is this? Just a cave. This is a little fucked up. Do I have a spike? That could be a spike, but I have a mob. That looks fake to me. That is real, and I'm gonna double check it. That's a pure spike. So I'm gonna follow it again. It's behind, so I'm gonna look for ways that go behind. If this did not take me back behind, I would probably see if this does. And if neither of these ways take me back behind, I would assume that it's a zombie spawner. And then try to go probably down mid. Cool. Yeah, I think just learn your spikes. What I did for a lot of people is I put their spikes on a notepad, and then I took a screenshot of the notepad and then had them put it as a image overlay in their fin, so that they could compare the pie chart to their good spikes. Let me think. Oh, you know what I was going to talk about? For those of you chuds that don't use sword, in the fortress. I have a good argument for doing so. Yeah, that is literally perfect. I think a lot of people should emulate that. And I just know you have an AMD GPU. Nope. You're listening, Fairy.
Fuck haze.
It's important. So, this is Aquacord's 7-minute PB.
No,
This is easily sub 7 if he has a sword.
They can't get mid-boss.
I don't know about easily.
They can't get
But look at how fucked up this is.
There's really no that
When he's up here, he just has so many blazes, so many wither skeletons, and you want to kill the blazes quickly before the wither skeletons get to you, but he just can't. So it actually gets him in a good bit of trouble when he gets closer to these withers.
Should we get into my curse?
Because, like, for example, he could have gotten
Oh my god.
this blaze off like now instead of waiting for the axe to recharge, and now he has to wait for these withers,
It will allow you to piss people off.
which is really awkward.
Curse pretty much says you
Um,
can play the game, and then it takes away
There's like another instance
for like 10 seconds.
later on. He almost gets hit by a gas fireball because he has to wait.
Purple section, spirit section,
And
it's tier 4.
here as
It's
well.
the third one in tier 4. It's curse. Yep.
This fort is so messed up.
6k. But it pretty much
He could have had this wither skeleton dead a lot sooner. And this wither skeleton is going to notice him. He could have gotten that blaze off. Like, it's just like Anjo told you off for using sword. That's insane, because Anjo is a smart player. His fort split just could have been a lot faster. He definitely loses more than 8 seconds to not having a sword. So, I don't know. This is like this fort split is the biggest argument for me for using sword. It's just so good because it makes things less awkward, and it is just so much easier to deal with cases where you have a lot of blazes. I'm just gonna do a fort to finish. Where's the fort? Oh, I see it. Let's see. RP. Well, I have to check it. Gapple. Okay. I have a couple of strays. Honestly, if I go for this stray, I will 100% hit them off.
Yes.
And things will get annoying. I see a spawner this way. So I'm gonna go deal with that. I see a 2 spawner this way. In this scenario where it's not exactly a double spawner, but they're not far, I would still just play 1 spawner. I've gotten punished so many times for trying to get creative with things like blaze bedding. Oh. That was stupid on my part. If you can't find, no, you should never force strays. You should always try to find a spawner. You should never play exclusively strays unless you just like fall in. Like, you should never enter a fort with the plan to force force strays out. Let's see. I have 4 rods, so I'm gonna go grab the cycle heal that spawns. If both of these guys drop, I'm just out, and I got another cycle. If they don't, but they do. Oh, I didn't put eyes on my bar. Cool. Once again, I didn't get to pre-craft, but that's fine. I took Nimbot off my monitor. Okay. So I'm just going straight this way. I know that Pearl is going to hit terrain, so I don't feel bad about being in my inventory. Where am I? Okay, that's interesting. Not too sure where to Pearl here. Oh, there it goes. Looks like that down terrain is going to take me a little deeper, and I am going to hang that because I don't have any more inventory management to do. Oh, okay, that was dumb on my part. It hit a vine. That was a dumb Pearl, and I should have taken more care. Let's see, 62, 58. But it's just here. Let's see. Oh, is that a good spike? It is. This goes backwards. I don't know why all of my good spikes have been backwards lately. Since I'm a good bit of health down, I'm actually gonna force an eat here. And I'm rewarded because it is buried. Okay. I can hit this. A lot of people ask me when they should learn Zero. I usually just say the point at which you start losing to it, but that answer is kind of changed now. Oh, what the fuck? That still kills me. At this point, I would say learn Zero when you start losing PBs to it, or just like good paces. Because, especially with recent dragon changes, it is so rare to actually get a decent perch. Like, I feel like it's just a minute slower on average. So if you really feel like you're starting to get limited by your end fights, you should start. You should just learn Zero. Another thing with recent dragon changes and ranked, you should really half bow, and really try to shoot as many crystals as possible. I had a friend recently who entered the end like 40 seconds behind. And or 40 seconds ahead, she shot 5 crystals, her opponent shot 8, and she lost the perch race. You just need to force half bow so much harder.
Okay, that's pretty close to game. This is kind of its game.
Let's see.
This is kind of a difficult.
I don't think I have much else to talk about. Oh, search crafting. I want to talk about search crafting. It is so important as a player that you are not intimidated by your inventory or by crafting, because it's part of the game. It's Minecraft. Search crafting is a part of that, and search crafting helps to make things so much easier. If you are... So first of all, tool screen has made things like rebinding so much more accessible. Mine look a little fucked up. It's because I have everything on my keyboard software. If you are like new to search crafting, I would recommend, if you don't like rebinding, you don't have to. If you... Personally, I think rebinds are cool, but I've also kind of been tempted to switch to Somali because Somali is like a mostly rebindless language. Like you can do just like GG for beds and anchors, which is good, or you do like, I think like sad is for bow. Like it's pretty good for rebindless. However, for English, which is what I'm good with, first of all, if you do Norwegian, you're a lost cause and you already know everything and you don't need to listen to me. And also, I don't like you. But for English, you can do it pretty well rebindless, but I would recommend literally if you want to just do the bare minimum, just swap Q for O. or A for O. And that gives you RO, which is so good because for bastions, right? So if I get my 6 wool for my pre-crafts and I do RO, that gives me white bed, golden carrot, iron ingot, iron sword, iron axe. All of my bastion search crafts just in one thing. And then if you, and then for fort crafts, like you can just do RE for beds and anchors. And you can do, I don't have an X key, but like, again, 8 is basically the same thing. You just do X for pickaxe. And it is so good. It makes things so much better than trying to cycle through everything for a bed, this, this, this. It is just, oh, never done that before. It's just better. I would really, really encourage anyone seeing this to, at least, I would recommend, like, actually, like, just learning good English search crafting. Let me show you my layout. I just took my audio off my OBS. Wow, I didn't know you could do that. Hang on, wait, actually, let me not leak my name. But if I open utility, my keyboard software, this is my layout. The Y is actually T and the M is N. I had to change that. But you can see this is a lot. Okay, this is for like really high level search crafting. But if you really don't want to do that much, just do like I can just show like if you hotkeys also play into rebinding. No, I don't think that's true. I was saying that was because I was doing hotkeys with Ruby, and I told her that her macro keybinds were too good because she had them on like R, which is just way better for a slot than a macro. Macros are like tertiary keybinds, and like that's why I have my macros on like T and tilde, which is like kind of far, and like my iZoom is on 5. Like it's far, but like it's still like accessible because you don't want to press those often, but like slots you want to press super often. So that's what I was saying. But like for rebinds, like if you really want to get into it, but like you're not that great mechanically, just bind like O, AW, backspace key. Let's see, you can do like OW. Hang on, let me do my 2x2s like a not moron. But you can just do like OW, which gives bed and bow, and then AW also for anchors, and then you just do like RO for this, or you can do RE for explosives. Really just like whatever works for you, but if you want, I think WN is also yeah, this is what Danny Boy does. But it is really important because it just makes your inventory so much more manageable. Even if you just do like RO and then just do RE for explosives, it is so good. And then having that O key also allows you to do OW for bow. So like if you're in a fort, you do RE and then backspace and do OW. And that is just good. For golden carrots, you can do RR, or technically ROT is the best because it's like fully junkless, but I just do RR, and the only thing that I get frequently is spectral arrows. Yeah, I do search crafting 2x2s is like such an overcook but like I do ER sometimes. I used to do ER for bricks and powder, but now I changed it and I just do NE for bricks and glowstone, and I do WO for wool, and then I do DE for eyes. But realistically, if you're purling to a bastion, or purling from the bastion, you can just do this and then go to this section and then just do everything. Yeah. I'll put a link to this map in my slide, and honestly, I might upload this on my VODs channel and then just put the slide in the description. But this map is good also for learning languages because you can do things like look at advancements. This is supposed to be for checking subtitles, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. This is for enchantments. The purple text is English, and then the gray text is just the actual game. But yeah. Is there anything that anyone would like me to go over? Because I think I'm done, but if there's something you want me to talk about, I'm so unbelievably down. I didn't go over TNT setups. I didn't do anything with the end, because I feel like the end is pretty linear. I didn't, but like, I don't really know what else I didn't talk about because obviously it's not in my brain. But if anyone has any questions at all. Pro clipping, even if you're not zeroing? No. Pro clipping is not, it literally doesn't matter if you're not zeroing, but I'll go over it for people who want to learn zero. It's pretty easy. You just, specifically for 55 and 56, you mine 3, and then look at like the corner-ish, like where these two blocks connect, and then do this and spam space. Just throw the pro there and spam space. So one more time. If you want to be specific, I look at an angle of like, if you do it back here, it's an angle of like 89, I think. 88. I think really anything between 86 and 89 works. And at the front, it's like anything between like 79 and 82. If you want to be specific, but really I just do 3 and then look at the corner, and that works. For 57, you do essentially the same thing, but you mine all the way and then you crouch. Look at the corner and then spam space. Like that. 2, 3, 4, crouch up at the corner. And then everything past 58 and above, you just place more blocks. So like 58, you place 1 block, mine until you can't, and then crouch and do that. You just treat it like 57, and then, but you just place a block. And then 59, 60, so for 60, so since 58 you do 1, 59 you do 2, 60 you do 3, and then do that. Gold pick is so useful. If you zero, I would so recommend gold pick. It is so important. I hit a 060 zero in a private room with some friends, and they were all astonished, but it was just because I had gold picks. With a gold pick, an 058 zero is just 056, and an 060 zero is just like 057. The advantage of crouching instead of standing? No clue. Absolutely no idea. That's up to the geniuses that invented it. You can ask Chloe. I just know for 57 you crouch, and for 56 you don't. I think that's it. You 56 minus 4 in standing, and then you start blocking it from 57. I think that's like the old way. I think that's like how people used to do it. Actually, no, you know what people used to do for 57? This is funny. You do this, and then you don't crouch, and then you would just throw 2 pearls. Like that. And just take the extra damage. Which I thought was really funny. That was how I learned it originally. And then my friends were like, what are you doing? There's this new thing that's like good. Yeah. Anyone else? If you have anything you're too afraid to ask, don't be afraid to DM me. Send me a friend request. Do anything. Help yourself. Do not just hang on to your problems. And that's life advice.
Well, yeah, unless we get any more questions, thank you so much, Lotus. That was so informative. I'm literally so inspired. I'm just gonna like go practice for like 2 hours right now and then queue up. Like, I'm so serious. And I'm sure everyone feels the same way. Yeah, as Lotus mentioned, feel free to ping at Coach or Lotus herself for any further questions. Any final words from you, our wonderful coach?
You all are strong, independent young women, and you will go far if you have the drive to do so. And the free time. Or actually, you don't even really need the free time. As long as you just believe in yourself. Like, genuinely, the mental aspect of ranked is infinitely harder than anything else. And I say ranked, RSG, anything. The mental aspect of Minecraft speedrunning, like, not seeing progress for a while, especially... You guys, honestly, might suck after this. You might suck a lot, because after I learn something new for speedrunning, I am so bad because my brain is trying to process it, I'm trying to learn it, and it's really difficult for me to use everything. I learned chunk counting at the beginning of the season. I am so, like, I think my average dropped by, like, a minute. Because, or at least, like, my average for enter, just because I was so bad at, like, remembering to utilize the information and applying it. It is really difficult. Do not get down on yourself for not picking up something instantly, and don't be afraid to learn anything. There's nothing in this game that is too difficult for you to do, and if it's a mechanics problem, you can find ways to make it easier on yourself mechanically. I know that's kind of fucked up coming from a mechanical player, because there's really not much that's too hard for me mechanically. Not to brag, but like that's just how it is. But like I genuinely would. You can do it. You can just do it. Okay, that's all. Love you all.
We got Minecraft advice. We got life advice. It's beautiful. Thanks again, Lotus. Everyone, give it up for Lotus in chat. That was